Hey guys, in this video, I wanted to talk about how to properly charge the battery on your Talaria Mx4 because there are a few rules that you need to follow. The first thing I want to discuss is how to properly connect and disconnect the charger from the bike because there is a very specific way you're supposed to do this. And according to the manual, you're supposed to connect this blue inlet piece to the battery itself before actually plugging the charger in. So what you want to do, like I just stated, connect this blue charger piece to the battery itself, then go and plug the wall outlet into the wall to then turn the charger on. Once the charging has finished or it's reached a certain level at which you want to charge, simply go and do that same thing but in reverse. Unplug the wall outlet to turn off the charger, wait for it to stop and flash and to stop flashing green. Once it finishes flashing green, then go and disconnect the blue inlet from the battery itself. So now that we've gone over how to properly connect and disconnect the charger from your Talaria Mx4 battery, let's now talk about, is it bad to charge this battery to 100% every single cycle? And the answer to that question is no. According to the manual, it says it will not damage the battery if you charge it to 100% every single time, as there are no memory or learning cells in this battery. However, it does state that if you are not planning to ride the bike for 24 hours, it is best to not charge the battery to 100%, as that can damage it over time. So just to reiterate, if you're not planning on riding the bike for a couple of days or a week after you charge it, it would be best to only charge it up to about 60 to 80% battery. So now that we've talked about how to properly charge the battery, let's now talk about how to properly discharge the battery, meaning how low should you let the percentage drop before charging it again. And according to the manual, it states it is best practice to not let the battery drop below 20%, as that can damage the cells over time and result in increased battery degradation. So just to reiterate, it is best practice to not let the battery drop below 20% before charging it again. And going off of that, let's now talk about what is the best practice for storing this bike or the battery long term, and what percentage should the battery be at? And according to Lunicycle that I reached out to, which is the main distributor for the United States market on Talarias, and according to the manual, it states if you're not planning on riding the bike or using the battery for an extended amount of time, several weeks, months, say you're storing the bike for the winter, it says it is best to put the battery charge between 40 and 60%. And to monitor it over those months, and if need be, charge it back up to that 40 to 60% range and keep it there in order to keep the battery most optimal without damaging it. So there you have it, guys. You should all now be experts when it comes to charging and discharging and taking care of the battery on your Talaria Mx4. If you got any questions, be sure and leave a comment below or leave a thumbs up on this video, and especially subscribe to this video if you found this helpful.